Hi and welcome to Excel tutorial of how to use the lookup function, search, add new, print, clear and exit using a user form. So let me show you guys how this works. I'm going to first of all clear and let's enter an unknown record in there. Okay, I'm now going to click on search. There we go. Item not found. Confirm if you want to add these very student details. I'm going to say no. And you see what happened. So supposing I confirm that I would like to enter the following, if I search for this, it's not going to be on the system. Confirm if you want to add this. I'm going to say yes. You can see the cursor flashing and this add new is already enabled. So let's enter the student details. So let's say the student details is Ola. Okay, something like that, Olawale, and the other name is Oshodi. And let's come down here a little bit. Okay, and gender male. Okay, let's enter the tutors details, that's females, and session, let's say it got about 1 point whatever there. So I'm going to show you one thing. Look at the spreadsheet right now. So what I'm going to then do is I will then click on add. Okay, that's the add button there, and let's see, that is it. Okay, you can see the details of Olawale right there. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is to take you guys straight into Excel development environment, and we'll put one of these together. Let's do that now, guys. Okay guys, let's start a new system. As you can see, I have already populated spreadsheet here. There is nothing in there and it's not even saved. So first thing first, I'm going to save it as a student system there. And the file type is going to be Excel macro enable, and let's click on save there. Right, so the next thing is I'm going to now select developer tab. If you don't have your developer tab, you go to file, select option, and this pops up. Select customize remain, and you should be able to enable your developer tab right there. Then click on OK there. So once that is ready, click on Visual Basic or select Alt F11 right there. Okay, now insert, click on insert, use the form, and I'm going to define the size of this form as 800 by 1026. Yeah, that's fine. Now the next thing, let's get the toolbox here. Right here, I'm going to insert a frame and get rid of the content in that frame. Where is the caption? Get rid of that. So copy this frame, hold on to your control, just drag. And we're going to reduce the size of this to about that. Bring it right down. I'm also going to copy this and just something like that. We're going to need 2 of those though. And just drag it up. One here and one here. Yeah, there we go. Alright, select all of these frames and just change the color. Come into the back color here and let's change that to green. in the back color of each frames. There we go. Now let's add labels here. We need 8 of those here. And just increase the size of these anyway. Come into the font and just increase the font size. Yeah. Another 8 here. There we go. Copy, drag here. And just right here, we're gonna need buttons here. Let's grab some buttons on board. I think maybe 5 for now. I might need one more. There. So I'm going to speed up the whole design of this interface, but right now this is how it's looking at. So let's speed it up and give it a name and get back to you guys. But then I think I'm going to need one label here. Let's grab a label here on board here and just increase the font of that to something readable. And I'll get back to you guys as soon as I'm done with the naming. Right. Change the color of that to something very light here. Okay. It's coming up. Okay, let me just speed that up and I'll get back to you guys. There we go, guys. This is how the whole interface looks now. Okay, but let's change the back color of this. Let me just change that to the same color. Come in there and palette. There we go. Right. Now, as for the command buttons here, this very one, I'm going to disable that. So double click on the form and on form initialize. So select the event initialize and paste that in there. Dot enable equals false. There we go. Yeah. So if I run it, that button is now disabled. The next one is, let me take care of this exit. Cancel that. Double click on exit, and right here and right there, those are the lines of code for my exit. There. Now back here. Now let's take care of clear. As for the clear, I'm going to enter as follows for clear. Okay, I've used a for loop because I have 16 items. Okay, 16 text box in total. I have 8 on each side, so I've used a for loop to clear all of the text box. But one more thing, I would like to disable these as well. Instead of me just disabling this, I might as well just call the form initialize. Call form initialize. There. Okay, next one, let's take care of the print. That's very simple. And right here we enter the following lines of code for the print. Right there. Application.dialog. So this will show us a dialog and print whatever we have on the workbook. Just one copy. There. That is it, done. So far I have taken care of exit, clear and print. In fact, let's run it and see how it looks like. Exit. No, I don't want to exit. Let's add some data in here. clear. That's fine. And let's see if we can print the content we have on my spreadsheet. Click. This is the dialog box, and because I don't have any printer attached to my system, I've set the default as OneNote. Let's click on setup, and I'm going to make that landscape. Okay, you can also see the advanced and just set whatever you want. Click on OK and then click on OK. There we go. It's now coming up. So you can print directly from the OneNote since I don't have printer attached to my system. So close that. Yeah. Okay, now let's come straight to the search here, the search button. Double click on that, and the first thing I'm going to do right here is I'm going to declare the following thing: roll number as integer. Okay, that's to check the rows and the following variables as well. Okay, so X as integer and the follow rows as range. That's to check the range. Then I'm going to say set the following rows. Okay, equals sheet 1 dot cells and rows dot count comma 1 dot end open a bracket L up 1 dot offset now the 1 comma 0. Right, so this search button, so let me now say the row itself here equals 16 anyway, because there are 16 text box on board equals 16, and we're going to use a for loop for X equals 1 to row set for the row equals for the row offset. Let's just copy that, paste that there, dot offset. Right, and get it nested. Alright, that is for the search. So whatever we have in here will be searched here. Let's say we enter whatever in there and click on search, and that will go ahead and search for it now. But right now it's not going to do anything because it actually need to look in here as well. So for the after grade, so the next thing is for me to double click on this very form text button 1, and I'm going to use after update. So come in here, change the event to after the update right there. So let's speed that up. Right, see, after the update, this is where most of the action actually takes place. Okay, as you can see, I've declared a variable here and I've made my sheet 1 active, and in here using a for loop. Okay, I use a for loop here, but before then, see this if statement here, that's to check the sheet itself, sheet 1, and in here If any of this is not found, this should pop up. Whatever I enter on the text box, if it's not found, this message will pop up. Item not found, confirm if you want to add the item that you're searching for. And in here, what I've done in here is the variable that I've declared in here is to check if I intend to add that item. If I want to add the item, then this button is enabled, else the button will not be enabled. Okay, alright, supposing I want to add that item, so what will happen is this function here will actually add the item straight onto the text box. Okay, that's what this one does, straight onto the text box, the 16 text box. Okay, but you see this 16 text box, nothing will happen yet until I define a name, and that is the name I intend to call my name manager. So let's go onto the form here to define the name manager first. You see here, I want to define all of these as lookings. So let's go to formula actually, then name manager, and I'm going to select new. The name I intend to call it, I've just pasted there. So I want you to select all of these. Okay, just click on OK. So let's see, and there, that is the whole data selected in here. If I click on this now, you see it's highlighted the section, but because I've asked it to increment by 1 when I add another data, okay, that is why we have this here. Okay, just click on close, so have a good look at it properly. Close that. Now let's go back to my design. Alright, inside the form design, the next thing I like to do now is to take care of the add function. But before then, this will work now anyway. If I enter anything here, click on search, say the item is not found, do I want the system to add it? Okay, let's say no, but let's look here. I'm going to close this so that I can see what I have in here. Let's search for an item that is on board, right? And go back in there, run it now, and let's say we want 0003 search. There we go. You see it's now working. Okay, but the add is not working yet. Reset. Okay, to get the add working, we need to do as follows. Double click on add, and I'm just going to add the following lines of code to speed up this add function. There we go. From here down here. Okay, have a good look at that. That is for the add new, and this is for clear. This is my exit, and in here I have the 2 lines of code for print, and this is for the search. Why this very one here is to update the data on the text box up to here. And finally initialize the add button. So if I run it now, there. Okay, let's search for whatever value that we have on board. Let's see. So I'm going to search for one of these. Let's say 1007, and click on search. There we go. Clear. Now let's add data that we don't have on the system. We don't have that on the system. Okay, have a good look at that. And now click on search. Yes, I intend to add some values. And the name, let's say the name is whatever, and then the surname is daily, date of birth and the 12th of whatever, gender is female, and the other one here, let's just say 0.50 there. So we can now add all of this information. So let's have a look before we click on add. Look at my table right there, there's nothing in there. So if I click on add, this is it. There, you see that? So that's it right there. Okay, and with that, guys, I'm gonna call it the end of this tutorial. Suppose you guys enjoy it. So you all have a nice day now. Bye for now. Please do subscribe, and some of you guys there, you can always become a member of the channel. You have a nice day, and bye for now.